So this is how I got abs in 30 days. But first, this is what I didn't do. I didn't do fasted cardio. I didn't do intermittent fasting. I didn't starve myself. I didn't have surgery. And I didn't take Ozempic. Nope. Actually, when I did this 30 days, my intention wasn't really to get abs. I just wanted to lower my sugar intake. So I was gonna do no sugar for 30 days. Through the process of that journey, I wanted to challenge myself even more because the sugar itself actually wasn't that hard. Now, through the 30-day journey, I also lost around 11 pounds. I made sure I weighed myself every single day and I took a photo every day. Now, I'm not a medical professional. I'm not here to give nutrition advice. I'm here to tell you my experience, how I got abs. So let's go in what I did do in order to get abs. So the first thing you already know, I made sure I cut out my sugar. And what I did was have less than 5 grams because I saw it was kind of impossible to eliminate sugar completely because different condiments and certain breads and stuff like that have sugar. Oh yeah, that's right. I did eat bread. So all you no carb people out there, you can still have your carbs and get abs. So the next thing I did was make sure that I worked out 5 days a week, always, no matter what. I made sure I get it in every single day I was supposed to work out. And for the times where I couldn't go to a gym or anything like that, I made sure I got up in the morning and did my workouts. So I did gym workouts, I did home workouts. My home workouts, I would use resistance bands, sometimes a little dumbbells. I tried a lot of different things here, just make sure I got my workout in. But that actually wasn't the biggest difference maker. So as I told you, I started this out just trying to do no sugar for 30 days. So with that said, I always had to look at labels. And so when I looked at the labels, it made my mind think a little bit more about, okay, why don't I track what I'm eating? So I use this app, the MyFitnessPal app. They're not a sponsor or anything like that. It's just what I've known in the past where I can track my calories. So I was like, you know what? Now I'm gonna make sure I'm in a calorie deficit. What also happened was they gave a premium version free for 30 days. And I said, well, I'm just doing this for 30 days, so I might as well get the premium version. And with that, unlock some things like I could scan the barcodes. It would show me my protein levels, my carbohydrates, and my fats. And with that, I always thought about like, you always hear people who build muscle, bodybuilders, anything like that, you want 1 gram of protein per body weight. 1 gram of protein per pound, I guess is a better way of saying that. So I'm a little bit over 200 pounds, so I ensured that every day I had 200 grams of protein. I thought this would be easy. I eat a lot of meat, I'm a meat lover, I love protein, but once I started tracking it, it actually became more difficult than I thought to get 200 in. My mentality before, when I worked out, was just have a protein shake like right afterwards because it's just gonna get into your muscles quicker or something like that. But I didn't think of it like a tool. And it was such a great tool to have a protein shake because I can easily get 30 grams of protein very easily in a short period of time without having to prepare a meal. So that's kind of like how I used it. Throughout the day, I cooked a lot of different meals, and every single thing I ate, I tracked. So I'm actually gonna post those on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can see all the different things that I ate to get that 200 grams. So then there was times where it was like late at night or something like that, and I wasn't quite to the 200, and that's what I use the protein shakes for. And when I did this, that had to be the biggest difference that changed everything as far as me getting abs, me looking like this. And that's what this video is about. What I did to look like this. If this is not the aesthetic that you're trying to reach, okay, I'm sure there's other fitness channels that are gonna show you, but I'm just going off of my experience of what I had. So I made sure I was in a calorie deficit. I made sure I upped my protein and I watched it, and I made sure I had little to no sugar. Every day I weighed myself, and every day I took a photo so you can see the results that were happening. I recommend taking those photos because like it was very motivating for me to kind of see, and I didn't know I had that much body fat before, but now I do, and I'm very happy with the results. Now, one of the surprising things in this journey is that it actually wasn't hard. A lot of people are probably watching this and be like, man, I gotta be super disciplined and watch my diet. I'm gonna have to withhold a lot of stuff. I actually felt more full throughout the day. I felt like less deprived. I felt deprived when I had higher body fat because I wasn't looking at food smartly. And by smartly, I was looking at things like healthy, not healthy, instead of what is this tool that's gonna help me achieve the aesthetic that I want with my physique. So I learned in the past with losing weight, my body kind of smooths out because when you lose weight, no matter what, you're gonna lose a little bit of muscle. So if you're trying to go into a calorie deficit to get abs, what you wanna do is make sure your protein level is high, but have your calories low. And when you keep your protein levels high, naturally you're gonna make better choices in food because you're gonna start looking at it as, okay, this is the amount that I need to maintain that muscle, to make it so that when that fat starts coming off, I get all those cuts and stuff that I'm trying to look for, which leads to those abs showing. That's right, like I didn't do these crazy ab exercises. There's so many different ones that are out there. I literally just did 3 exercises and I did it 1 day a week. I make sure I get a B-roll of those exercises that I did. So it wasn't like I had this huge dedication to abdominals. Remember, I didn't do this for abs. I did this for sugar. Abs were just a result of that. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, if you're a person like me, you're consistently working out, you're dedicated, you're trying to use your technique and form, because I'm big on technique and form, but you still can't take your body to that next level or you plateau. What I learned through this journey is what you eat, your nutrition is going to take you to that next level. You can look great without the nutrition, but if you really want that really nice, the Rock physique or etc., whoever you want to name, you're going to have to at some point pay attention to the nutrition that you're eating. And I'm not saying that I unlocked the code for the healthiest diet in the world. What I'm saying is, for me to look like this, these are the things that I did and this is what I ate. This is a certain diet that you can use to melt body fat and preserve muscle. So you just don't just lose weight, you lose it strategically. So when it comes off, the parts that you want stay there and the parts that you don't go away, hence fat. Another thing through this journey is that I was cooking a lot of my meals, and because I want them to be delicious, I made sure that I cooked very healthy meals that taste good. As I was saying before, like I never felt deprived doing this. I was doing things that I normally don't do that I enjoy. For instance, before this, when I had higher body fat, I was intermittent fasting. So when I was intermittent fasting, when I had higher body fat, what I was actually doing was skipping my breakfast. Well, I quickly learned when I was monitoring my protein that I couldn't do that anymore because it's a lot more challenging than I thought to get that protein. So what I used to do was on my rest days, I would have breakfast only, just on those rest days. And then I would intermittent fast throughout the week, throughout my workouts. I worked out with an empty stomach. But since I was monitoring my protein with this, I was eating breakfast every morning. I had about 4 eggs every morning and 2 strips of bacon. I had some coffee. I did that every morning. And let me tell you, I felt better. I felt more full throughout the day. And I was able to look very good. You know, I was able to get those abs. I was able to get lean. And I actually felt very full during the day. So I was a big believer in intermittent fasting, but now what I've learned is that you're just supposed to eat the right things in the right proportions. So I am speaking to that person right there who's underestimating nutrition. I was that person. I was that person who just went ahead and made sure I worked out, but I loosely followed my diet. Now, I'm not saying this is for everybody, but if you want a top 10% body, you're going to have to do top 10% things. You're actually going to have to put in that effort about everything you put into your mouth. So this is a message. If you are trying to get abs, these are the things that you really need to look at and consider when you work out. This is not about following everything that I ate. It's about getting the things you already enjoy and be smarter about your choices. And I'm telling you that you won't feel deprived. Like you just have to find those things that you love that are going to be a little bit more nutritious than the ones that aren't, and monitor those calories. If you're a person who likes sweets out there, I tell you, like after the third day, I really wasn't craving them anymore. Now that I've shown you how I got abs, I want to show you how I also got rid of man boobs. So go ahead and check out this video next. If you're a person that's been working out, trying to get rid of those man boobs, a lot of people find this video helpful. Okay, I did it. I completed the 30 days. Man, it felt so good to have it done, but to be honest with you, I think I'm gonna keep going. I lost some good weight, definitely lost some body fat, very happy with the results.